Hey guys, this will be the 13th tutorial in our multiplayer series, and we will continue on from the teleporting. So teleport, clear. So let's just copy this for now and take up this file. We'll come back to it later and open a new ActionScript 2 file. Yeah. This is more for testing. So paste that and take this off from teleport and say the command equal to strings teleport player. Player name is equal to the command that split this text and trace player name. But this might end up undefined because, well, no, it traces the entire thing. If you wanted to trace one of the words, we'd say, if you wanted to trace teleport alone, we say trace player name 0, and if you want to trace player, we'd say 1. But if we add on more words, like let's see, stop, and then we trace the entire thing again, it will say stop. But if we say something like jam, it will say stop jam, because we need to separate it with colons. So it splits all the colons and separates them as different words. But we want to use whatever text is in here, which will be clear. So since this is 0, teleport is 0, we want to see what the first one is. So 1. So trace player name 1. That will trace player. If we change player to Bob, it will trace Bob. So whenever the user will make the command, he will say slash teleport Bob, or teleport to and Bob, or if you want to teleport to Steve, it will take the word Steve. So now we can go back to our game. We'll just leave this here as reference. So go back to your game in the code, and let's go back down there. So a public message, if the text is equal to teleport, if that's equal to 1, then player name is equal to the message that's split, or actually the splitter will be message that's split, so it will split those colons, and the player's name will be equal to splitter 1, which will be player whatever you had as splitter. So it will be, well, don't forget to cast as a string, so it will turn into a string. Then after that, we want to check. After it has received this data and the person, uh, well, the person who's access to teleport, we want him to have a variable setting it to true. So in the send chat message, we'll say um, so and if do not input text of length is not equal to that, so let's just make some space and say if string that message that text is equal to this, so it checks if whatever you have entered when you press enter, if it is teleport, then we'll make a variable var 1 to teleport is equal to true. Well, you should probably define this above. So copy that, put this above here. So variable want to teleport boolean is equal to true. Want to teleport. And back down there you can, well, it should start off at false because no one wants to teleport just yet. And down here just say want to teleport is equal to false, is equal to true. Don't name it as a class. So just want to teleport will be equal to true. And since he wants to teleport, he sends the teleport here. So player name will be equal to it. So this will be the player's name, which will be Bob or Steve, and then we can go to say under the player name if global dot my name is equal to the player name. So if I am the player that he wants to teleport to, let's make sure global dot my name is correct. So yes, global dot my name. So if global dot my name is equal to the player name, then we want to send a message saying teleport to me. So let's just cut this whole function, send chat message, and put it right underneath send public message so that it won't be hard to get onto. So we say send chat message. Now hashtag teleport. And then when it says teleport, what it will also send is its coordinates. So after teleport, just put a comma and put plus and his x, so the player dot x, the player dot y, and global dot my. Just copy these things and do that. So just undo that. We just want to use the player dot x and player dot y. So back up here, send chat message teleport word with a hashtag instead of a slash, then a comma plus the player's x position plus open quotes, comma again, plus the player's y position plus open quotes, another comma, and plus global name. So what this would send, it would send teleport and teleport the x value, which is after comma. So teleport comma 5 comma 4 comma d for so this is what it would send. And from this, after it sends this, we want to check to see if it has sent this and split up the text accordingly. So just comment on that. If global.my name is equal to player name, send chat message, teleport. And under this, where we have else if string and message is equal to teleport, that just copy this again. So we need another else if string and message is equal to hashtag teleport, means if it has this word hashtag teleport in it, then we make the splitter again. So splitter is equal to the message dot split, and this time we want to split the comma. So if we split the comma in the output panel, it will just trace these things separately. So it will trace teleport, comma 5, comma 4, comma default path, which is what we want. But if you want to use something else to differentiate this, you could have made it set it as this, but it will still trace them as commas. And when we try to access to it, the first thing this will be, well, after we split it, this will end up being 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now just note that send chat message, this is not something the user is typing in. This is something that the computer itself sends to the server when he reads the message that someone wants to teleport to him. So when he gets the word teleport, if the name that the person wishes to teleport to is him, then he will send this automatically. And of course, if someone knows about this, then they might be able to use it to hack anything. So that's why you use whatever symbols that you can remember that no one else will. But for now, it will be teleport and it will send these variables. So you want to teleport to me? Okay, I will send a function called teleport. You have to read this, and I will give you my X position, my Y position, and my map, the certain map that I am on. And then when he reads this, or when the entire world reads this word teleport, he reads all the data, which is this entire thing, splits it up into 4 different parts, 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then we will make a variable called x value, or x val will be equal to splitter at 1. So it will be 5 if it was 5. Y value will be equal to splitter 2, and map name will be equal to splitter 3. And map name would turn out as a string as well. So you might want to cast it as a string down below here. Then after, when we set these variables, we want the player to go to those variables. But you should only check this here if want to teleport is equal to true. So want to teleport is equal to true, just copy that. And above, before we split it, if the user reads the word teleport, we will check if want to teleport, then do all of this. And instead of pressing this auto format, just select all of this by dragging it above from mname to splitter and press the tab button. And so if that user wants to teleport, then split the message, make an X value, a Y value, and the map name. Then we say the player dot X, which is whoever wants to teleport alone, so it will work for anyone else. So the player dot X is equal to X val, or the X value. The player dot Y will be equal to the Y value, and this map so when we load maps, just go down there global.map name is equal to default map root.map.go to and stop global name. So just copy this root.map.go to and stop. And right under here, after we set the player's x and y positions, we will say root.map names dot go to and stop, and the map will go to and stop whatever m name was. And when it does that, it will set the global map names, because on the frame in each of the maps the global map name is set. But just in case you want to be extra careful, just put under global that map name is equal to m name. And one last thing we need to do is to make the player, well, to tell the player um, to check all players. Oh, if check all players. I think they're supposed to have a hashtag thing. So check all players. So yes, check all players. Check all players. So just say after the map name is equal to that, then we want send chat message, check all players, and which will send to everyone that I have moved my position, so check it and move me accordingly. And under that we want to say want to teleport equals false. So let's recap everything we have here. The player sends a message called teleport. So I want to teleport with a slash, and it will send the name of the person was teleport to in 2 colons. Then it will have a variable, the specific player that sends this saying want to teleport is equal to true. He sends this to the server, and the server returns all the messages in something called onPublic message. So usually when you send a public message, it just displays, everyone gets the message and displays it in their text box. But instead we want to take a few messages that will be used as commands, so they won't be displayed on the text box. So for instance, if the message has the word hashtag check all players, we want to set the variables telling them I am on another map, so check my coordinates. Or we want to do, if I've sent to teleport, then I want you to split the message, which will be teleport and the name of the player, and the player name will become whatever my name is, so who I want to teleport as. And then everyone will view this message and split it accordingly. But then it will check alone. So if my name is equal to the player name, since there's only one player with that name per server, that player will send a chat message with hashtag teleport telling the whole server his coordinates, which is his x and y values and his map name. After he sends that, which when we go in the send chat message, it will send it to the server. So when it sends to the server and the server receives it on public message, it will check if it was teleport. So if the word was teleport, then since all the players will see the message, the players will check, do I want to teleport? And if the player that sends it wants to teleport is equal to true, yes, I do want to teleport. So since I want to teleport, split up this message, get the x value, which will be splitter, splitting all the commas, and the first value, which is 1, which will be 5. Get the y value, 2, which is 4, and the map name, which is a string. Then we want to set my position to whatever the x value is, set my x and y positions, my map name to whatever the map name was, and I want my map to go to that specific thing. So let's save this file. um, Publish. And now let's open it up. The server is loading. So I have it both logged in, one as Bob and one as Steve. So the server is ready. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So let's connect. Connected. Please log in. Join and join. Bob is in this box. Now let's say, so let's type text slash teleport Steve. Enter. He requested to teleport to Steve, but Steve did not teleport. No, he did not teleport to Steve. Let's try that again. Teleport. Oh, teleport colon Steve colon. Enter. And that still did not work. Let's try over by Steve slash teleport Bob. Enter. Well, I guess they don't want to teleport to each other. Simple as that. But seriously, let's see what we did wrong. So there's slash teleport, send to player after colons. Let's check to see if this actually works. So if this is teleport, trace yes. So if it actually checks to see if this is teleport, then trace yes. So let's play this in Flash. We need to register with a new account. So I register with Danny. I make him green, well, red. Register. It's loaded. Login. So Danny. Password Danny. So Danny is here, and let's check to see. So slash teleport slash teleport, and let's teleport to Bob. Enter, and it does not trace yes. So that means we have a problem. The problem is most likely due to this index of. So let's just I'll be back. Well, I'm back, and in this tester I found what was actually happening. So if string not player name not index of teleport, so if this word was possible, then trace yet. One is not to use if it is possible. If this is equal to -1, which means if the string hashtag teleport is not in the word, then trace yes. So if the string teleport is not in player name, which is the command, let's split. No, actually it didn't. So if teleport is not in the word command, then trace yes. So it traces yes because it's not in the word command. If we want to see if it is in the word command, then we say if it's not not in the word command, which means if it is. So if it's not in the word command, so if it is in the command string, then trace yes. But it's not in the command string, so it trace no. But if we change this and add hashtag here, so the word hashtag teleport is now in the command string, and if we test it, it will trace yes. So instead of using it's equal to 1, we need to change all of that to not equal to -1. So check players not equal to -1, not equal to -1, and if the teleport is not equal to -1. Else, if all of these are equal to -1, then send a normal message. So now that we have this, let us publish it. We need to take off those files before we can publish it. So publish, flash it. Okay, so it's published and let's test it. Not sure if it would work, but hey, it should. So Danny, host server 127.0.0.1. Note 127.0.0.1 is the same as localhost. Once you want to connect to your internet, then you can leave that as it is. So 127.0.0.1 is the same as localhost. You well, even if you don't, if you and that's connected to the internet, it will still work. So this is the address for other players if you want to connect to them, and they will tell you their address. If they don't know, they can go on a website like What's My IP or IP Chicken or something like that. So whatever their IP is, that will be entered inside here. But since we are connected to all computer, we would use our IP address, which is localhost or 1.7, 127.0.0.1. Connect. Also, I noticed that when the player first joins, he still sees Danny. That is because we forgot when players join the game to send a message. I'm on a different map, so check for me. Because if Danny moves right now, he will disappear. So let's try teleport. Slash teleport to Bob. Enter. Log in as Danny and slash teleport to Danny. He still ends up sending text messages. Well, we just need to go back here again. So now we'll check. Okay, that's all better. Uh, so we check the file. If slash teleport is equal to 1, then trace yes. So this time we'll log in as Steve. And let's try to teleport. So slash teleport Danny. Enter. It still does not say yes, which means that the slash teleport was not in the message. Okay, let's try tracing the message. So trace message. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back, and after 10 minutes of debugging, I have found the answer. Actually, in the follower, so just copy follow-up, which is our vcam, go into it in the enter button and change this not kernel input text, since this for some reason turns out to be undefined. So change that to root dot follower dot input text, which is this right here. So it will send a chat message based on whatever this has inside, and then that is where it will check all the code. And another thing we want to do with send chat message, so just copy send chat message, check all players, and go down to set up my avatar. And underneath everything here, we want to say send chat message, so it will let the other player move him from whatever position he is not supposed to be. And also take this out from here, clear the Y, so go to PY. And yeah, so go back up. And we still want to trace if the word has teleport to it. So save that and let's go. Receive, host, connected, please log in, and let's check. So hi. So he says hi, it chats hi. Slash teleport to quotes up, enter, and it traces yes, but of course he does not teleport because we have not published this version of the game. So file, oh, take off these two things first. Publish. Let's cross our fingers. This should be the last time we'll be publishing. And let's go open it. So this will be Daddy. And this will be Steve. Okay. Before we log in, let's just carry Daddy over to the other map. So he's on this map, and if Steve joins, he does not see Daddy. No, he doesn't. He gets nothing. So he does not see Daddy until he moves over to this map. These bugs will obviously be due to code and errors, but for now, let's just ignore that. So Daddy slash teleport to Steve, and it does nothing. Well, it will most probably be due to the fact that Steve is a yellow character. Alright, and after 20 minutes, I have, well, I've actually tried it and it has worked now. There's a lot of like bugs I found. So the first thing we want to do in the send chat message to teleport it, we want to cast it as a string. So set this entire thing as a string. Then we want to go down to send chat message. Change this from root and the follow and input text. Copy that and change it to vtext dot length is more than 0, and if string the text and index of teleport is not equal to -1, then want to teleport will be equal to true. And that should be it. Although it took a long time of debugging and testing to figure it out, and also the reason why the character ended up yellow is because when he's on another map, the server does not check his information until it's too late. So where there is unuser variable update, if it is in it, and attach the movie that the color, this will only check X and Y positions and his name. It will check his name and his X and Y position. That will only check if he was on the same map. But we want it to check if he is on all the maps as well. So what we do is just say, well, take out these 4 things, name, this, color, X and Y. So just take that out from there and put it under this. So he is being defined. But for the map type, if he's on the map or not, then just leave that in there. So these are the only things that will be in there. And then we also want to check to send a chat message. So yeah, under that send chat message, we want to teleport is equal to false. And on user variable update, we want to send a chat message as well. So if it is in it, send chat message, not else, because then that will really slow down the server. Else happens 24/7, so that will just make a for loop of sending chat messages and checking this update to this variable update. So let's save this, publish, and for the last time, let's test this. So I'm logged in with Danny and Steve. So let's, oh, it's connected. Let's connect. So they are in their values, and if I say in Danny, if I click slash teleport, slash teleport space colon Steve, so I want to teleport to Steve, enter, and I teleport to Steve. If Steve wants to teleport to me, slash teleport Steve, oh, Danny, enter. So he teleports to Danny. And this also works if we go in other maps. So let's go to this map, and then let's go. So we come back here, we log back in, and let's Steve teleport to Danny. So slash teleport Danny. But let's say Danny was walking around, so let Danny go to the end of this map, and if we press enter, we go over to Danny on his map. So if Danny moves, Steve is there as well. So that's how teleporting works. Well, that's how we have been teleporting with. And this is actually something I haven't tried for the first time. That's most likely the reason why there were so many errors. But we have it working all and fixed now. Let's just add in one more person. Because Bob does not want to miss out. So, Bob. Bob is on this map, and there's no one on this map except he is stranded. But he wants to teleport to Danny, so teleport Danny. And he is teleported to Danny. So this is how everything works. Let's see teleport to Bob. Oh, my bad. So he is by Bob. Well, that's it for this tutorial. Sorry for making it so long, but that was due to the fact that it's something I'm doing for the first time. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments section, and I will see you guys later. Next, we will probably work on giving different users health and taking health, but only the host will be able to do that, and that is where this comes in, host server and connect server. But that's next. So, bye.